Well, welcome everyone to our Saturday EDU Swarm Affiliate. It's a news update and training and education webinar. And this is Mandy Elliott over in Greece. I've got Rick Thompson with me. We tend to run these calls every Saturday. We sometimes have guests to add to the excitement. Today, we really want to focus on our travel search engine, because it's very important that you know about this and you get your PIN, you apply for your PIN number and see the savings that this can bring you. So with that, Rick Thompson, I want you to take the floor, because this is really a lovely baby that I know thoroughly enjoy talking about.
Well, thank you very much, Mandy. And you're right, guys. I do. Travel's been my passion forever. I can't get enough of it. And the thing that was interesting in talking to Bobby, and of course with Mandy and Julie. Julie, of course, is my partner, and she's as passionate about travel as I am. We've done a lot of it, around the world and helping people. And so what we thought was, okay, we've got a great company. There's no two ways about it. If you take a look just at what EDU Swarm offers alone, a standalone company and product, with the educational modules, there's really a great opportunity here. And preaching to the choir, because you're on a training call, you're already a member, so you know that you have that one-time purchase price. And that purchase price, once you buy one of the products and in one of the stages, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, you're in the business, you're never out of pocket again. And that is the greatest thing about it, because most of the times, that you're dealing with companies, as I have for 40 years, especially in the product realm, you have a monthly auto ship order, and many times you're buying products that you may not really be totally enamored with. And then you find out all of a sudden you've got this abundance of inventory, and it's out of date. You don't want to use it and consume it, things of that nature. And all of those things go away here, because what happens is you have your EDU Swarm education module, and that's continually increasing in content. And believe me, Dennis and the guys that are behind the scene with EDU Swarm, they have a course master. They're continually upgrading and changing in and out courses, putting new information up. So this is an ongoing process, but you're already a member. So all you do is click in and enjoy the new content. Now, once we've done all that, and you've taken the time to, explain to people what's going on, and the site, of course, you're looking at, as you guys know, is your swarm.club site. Now, people have asked me, why are you doing a separate site? And here's the reason, guys. When the company puts together their program and their content on the internet, they have to be very guarded. There's certain things they can say and can't say. And so what happens is, again, as a distributor, as a new guy looking to try to build a business, I've got to go search and hunt and try to find a video or a quote or something of interest and explaining blockchain or Bitcoin or whatever. So what we did, and I'm going to give total credit where credit's due, is Mandy Elliott and one of the gentlemen that she's worked with through the years have put together the program here for the club. And what it is, guys, if you haven't looked at your sites yet, is you go in here, like where the arrow is showing right now, about Bitcoin. It's one of the tabs. And when you click on that, it says, what is Bitcoin? And you click there, and it tells you a little bit of the history about what is a Bitcoin. Because believe it or not, a lot of people still don't know. Well, here you show them. You show them where it started back in 2008. You tell a little bit about the story, or we do. Now, I've heard it, you've heard it, but guess what? This is for your prospects. Everything that you need to make a presentation is in and on the club site. You don't have to dig for it. This audio will probably be up there, or not probably, it's a training call, so it'll be in the library for training calls. And if you or one of your new members wants to catch up, they're archived. You can pick up on the information and say, wow, I didn't know that. So that's a simple example of what's there. And then, of course, we've got the full video that shows our compensation plan. And again, you can pick any tab on top, that you want to. And the thing that's really cool about this, guys, is this site is directly linked back to your EDU Swarm website. So if I'm looking at this as your prospect, and I get down through the presentation, I see that little red button right there, and I've seen all I want to see, I call Mandy back and I say, hey, Mandy, I was just looking at this thing in the club, and I see a join button here. Can I join you here? Yeah, absolutely. Click the red button. It redirects over to Mandy's site. That's where the person goes in. They sign up with the company. They put in all their personal information. They pay their Bitcoin, and at that point in time, they're a card-carrying member. Now, when that happens, and the company advises us that you've just joined, here's where you join for your bronze or your silver. So once you go through this process, the company then lets us know that you're a new member and sends your information over to us. And then we give you this replicated website you're looking at right now. So you don't have to go digging and hunting and trying to find all the stuff that you need to make your presentation. It's already here. So that part of it's cool. Now, what happens if we add value? Because one of the things that people always say is, well, okay, yeah, you've got a good educational content, certainly compared to other sites I've looked at and so forth, but I don't know if the value's there or not. Well, what's the one thing, Mandy, that everybody likes to do?
I think everyone likes to do, and everyone has heard of it, is travel, whether it's just to the next town, the next village, overnight for a wedding, or, some sort of a family do, a weekend away, a business trip, short, weekend break, or a long haul vacation. Everyone has heard of travel. You don't have to describe or explain what travel is.
Absolutely. And the key to travel, guys, is the fact that you want to make it simple and easy. And remember that travel is over an $8 trillion market. It's the largest market for sales that there is anywhere. And then the second thing is that with travel itself, you have the ability to come in here and book every destination that you want. And as Mandy just mentioned, you can simply, go to our booking engine and take it and run with it, and you're good to go. Now, what we did is we set this up because one of the things, again, like Mandy said, we all do it. People may say, well, I don't use travel that much. And, well, you may not, but you may be going down to Aunt Mary's house for, cousin Jimmy's wedding, next weekend, or as Mandy said, a graduation, anniversary, just whatever the case may be. And when you take those individual trips, you're going anyway. So I've always had a saying that if I could show you a way to save money on what you are going to do anyway, would you be interested? And of course, if you pay attention to the sentence, if you're really listening, if you could save money on what you're going to do next weekend, then why wouldn't you? So that leads us to the booking engine. Now, the booking engine, we're going to show you, and tell you a little bit about it here in a minute, but let me tell you about why this booking engine is significant. Most of the network marketing companies that are out there, now we're not a network marketing company, we're an affiliate organization, and you can participate with the affiliate program or not, but you don't have to buy anything else with us. Remember, after you join, you receive the benefits. So once you get your club site, you get the travel booking engine. The travel booking engine is important because, again, most of the competing companies out there, whether they're direct sales or just in travel clubs and so on and so forth, all have a travel offering. But none of them are as good as what you will receive at no cost to you on a monthly ongoing basis. Our competing companies out there, the WVs, the Surges, and so on and so forth, they charge anywhere from $59 to $99 a month to get a booking engine and some other parts and pieces. Now, the other parts and pieces are great, but the bottom line is the booking engine is what everybody has, and everybody wants the best price on hotels. And they don't have it, but you do. And the bottom line is you're not paying $50 a month to have access to it. You have it now. You get a PIN number. It's a private PIN, and away you go. So, Mandy, I'm going to kick it over to you, and you step into it a little bit, and let's show and tell these guys what they've got.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have in your back office, once you're, you're a member of the EDU Swarm, and this is like, you purchase the product, you've become an affiliate free. If you want to sort of earn some money, that is your choice. That's I really like this, I'm going to share this with others. So what you'll do is in your back office, you can log in and you'll have your Swarm Dream destinations here. Where it says view engine pin, I'm not going to click on that because that's my personal pin, but to begin with, it'll say there, click here to request a pin. And once you request it, your pin will arrive, and then you'll have this here. And you can literally, you launch the search engine. And this is what is so simple, because you enter your PIN in here and you search. And we have just had some fun just before we were getting the call kicked off, because I was in London just a couple of weeks ago, and I happened to say to Rick, I looked up the London Gatwick Hilton, where I was meeting some people to show them this business. And we just did a little search just for a couple of weeks' time. And it was just amazing, because Rick pulled up the sites and we had everything on there, from your booking.coms, your Trivagos, your Expedias, you mentioned it, they were all on there. And we had all the price quotes. And some of them were quite complicated to navigate. And, it was like put in and then, well, where is this hotel? Where is the London Gatwick Hilton? Why can't we find it? Whereas this one was so simple. I mean, once you call up this, it just says town, city, search by hotel name. It's quite easy. And there it was. It wasn't a major saving on this particular hotel. But then again, any saving is great. It was £5 UK pounds a night, or five, I'm not sure if it was pounds or dollars. I was thinking pounds. But again, as Rick said, you're saving money on something that you were going to do anyway. Because we've got some guys over in Mombasa, and again, there's another beautiful hotel they love there. And Rick's best telling this story, because they were looking for, I think it was the 26th of September for 3 nights, and the booking engines there up against, this is like you're looking at other companies offer their best price. And our price just beat them by about, I think it was about $60, $70 a night. So this is the simplicity of it. You just enter your PIN, it takes you to a booking engine, you put in, location, could be anywhere, it could be Sydney, Australia, Barbados, Las Vegas, wherever you want to go. And if you know the hotel name, you can put in the hotel name and search on that. Or if you just wanted to call up the hotels, you can, and you can search by, do you want 3-star, 5-star, 6-star, or, super deluxe, the 7 stars, like over in the Far East. And then you can just look through and see the deal. But this really is, what we're seeing here and enjoying is like 3-star prices, and we're getting 5-star value. Back to you, Rick. This is just so exciting.
Well, Mandy, here's something that's very interesting. And guys, take a couple notes on this, because, hopefully you're as serious about your business as we are for your business. And if you take advantage of just what we're sharing here right now, and you tell people what the value is, what they receive, in addition to the great education, product that they have, and what they're going to learn anyway. That part's critical, that what's going on in the cryptocurrency world with blockchain technology and everything else. But let's go back to the travel. Here's something that's very interesting. Everybody on this call, if you're live and breathing, has probably heard of a company called Trivago. And they advertise everywhere. They advertise in Asia, they advertise in Africa, they advertise all over Europe. And they wear us out on commercials here in the United States. Everything is Trivago, Trivago, Trivago. Well, now, if I own Trivago, do you think that I would tell Trivago what pricing to show or what websites to show? Because they claim that they searched over 300 websites to give us the best price as a consumer. So when you stop and think about it, out of the major search engines out there, you've got Expedia, and of course you've got Priceline and Travelocity. Those are the big ones, and Orbitz. Now, what happens out of those 300 sites that they search? They don't necessarily have to give you the best price. If they could have the best price, they'd give you our price. But they don't have access to that. They have access to a certain band of products, and then they pass it off back and forth. Now, going back to my original question, who do you think owns Trivago? Trivago we see everywhere. Trivago, Trivago, Trivago. Well, 6 years ago, guys, Expedia bought, are you ready for this? 61% of Trivago. Now that makes me wonder, because I see on Trivago all the time, I see from a competing standpoint, the same basic companies out there that are showing competition for the property, and it's going to be their own websites. It's going to be Expedia or Hotels.com or Orbitz or any one of the group, because they have a huge group and they control, in my opinion, probably 80% of the hotel booking engines out there. So if you own all of them, why would you have discounts? Because you're going to, in their mind, they're going to get the business anyway, right? I mean, they're so huge, and like I say, Expedia owns over 60% of the company, so they're in charge. They're gonna tell them what to do. But you know what? You go to our booking engine, guys. You don't have to go check out 300 sites and none of this routine. You simply come on to our site and you go to the city. Search it any way you want. You can search by city, by location. You know, did they have an airport shuttle? Is there internet access? Do they allow pets? You know, on and on and on. Everything you want to know, everything you see on a site on Trivago, you have access to right here. Okay, you have everything. If they have a free breakfast offered for the Hampton Suites apartments or the Hampton by the Hilton London Croydon, we have it too. So there's no difference in the room. And I always tell people, make this decision in your mind. You know, I'm going to tonight to San Antonio, and I want to go downtown and stay on the Riverwalk. And I love the Hilton Palacio del Rio. So I'm going to go to the Hilton tonight, and I'm going to stay in room 305. And I'm looking right now, you know, if I go and I book the Hilton off of the Trivago site, I'm going to pay $144.75. Okay, and you know that's for room. You know, I'm going to say room 305 at the Palacio del Rio. I just went to my booking engine. I'm going to go to the same hotel tonight, and I'm probably going to wind up in room 305 because that's my favorite room. And if it's there, I'm going to book it. And guess what? If I book it through myself, I'm going to pay $119 versus $144. Now, again, guys, I'm in the same hotel. I'm in the same room, on the same pillow, looking at the same television set, and I'm saving $25. So, you know, I'm going to sleep better tonight. You know, it's ridiculous to pay these prices if you have an alternative. Now, not only do you have an alternative, but that, you know, the price point that is out there with our competing companies in the direct sales arena, their prices are higher than ours. You know, sometimes they're equal to or slightly below Trivago's best price out there, but we beat them all. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. And we have a low price guarantee. So there's no harm, no foul, you know, completely insured and bonded. Everything you need is here. No risk, no mess, no fuss. Just take it and go. So now you're talking to a prospect and they say, well, you know, the education is great and blah, 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 blah. And you say, well, yeah, but do you travel? Yeah, of course I travel. Well, everybody travels, you know. So at that point in time, guys, it should be game over because we're telling you right now how to make the sale. You know, go to your booking engine, get that PIN number. You know, I'm going to do a couple of walkthrough videos here today, tomorrow, and I'm going to put them up on a Zoom meeting. We already did that for Ken Stewart over in Mombasa. He's actually, you know, Kenny's actually in Nairobi, Kenya, but Mombasa is a great vacation location where the folks over in that part of the world like to go for their long weekends and holiday travels and trips. So we did that comparison, and it was $29 a night savings at the property that he was looking at, the place where people want to go. So, you know, multiply that by 7 nights, and let's call it $30 just to make it even. You'd save $200 for the week if you used us. So, Mandy, what's wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong. Do you?
I think it's amazing. I mean, I've got a nice zero birthday on the way, and I love the Caribbean, or Caribbean as you guys call it. And I was looking up Barbados as well, West Coast, St. James's, love the area there. And just the same, I mean, it was savings of between 25 and 45 US dollars per night. And I was looking at going for 2 weeks. I mean, look at the meals and things I can have on the money that I'm saving. It's just, why not? It's a win-win-win.
Well, you're 100% right. And guys, once again, this booking engine is being brought to you courtesy of EDU Swarm. You know, we talked to Bobby, and I talked to Bobby at length, and I said, listen, I want to have us have an offering, have a program that is so simple that people can't say no. I want you to know that, you know, your one-time membership, you know, let's say you come into the bronze level right now is around $65 at the time we're recording this. So say it's $65, $70, it's irrelevant. Because what happens if you take off for any weekend trip out here, you're going to save that money. You know, that it costs you to buy your bronze package and your educational content, $70, and you go out for the weekend next weekend, you're going to save $70 by using your booking engine. Excuse me, and it's not going to cost you a penny, guys. And you know what? Next month, same scenario. You know, join one of the MLM travel companies out there. Go ahead and pay $59 for their booking engine, $79, $99, whatever it is, whoever it is. But you know what? If you're looking at just the hotel booking engine, here we give it to you. We give you that $60 to $100 value monthly, and you do not pay for it. It's included. Mandy, most incredible deal I've seen. And once people understand it, the rush has already started. We've got groups. The nice thing is now, guys, and just from a training standpoint, think about this. Who do you know that has a 501c3 entity where they need to raise funds and do something? They can come in, take a position with us in EDU Swarm, and they can bring, their group, their members into the program at a one-time cost. They can show their friends how to learn about crypto and all the different things that we do here at EDU Swarm. And then we give them the booking engine on top of that. And there's no way that entity's people are ever going to be unhappy. They don't have to make monthly payments. They don't have a product they have to buy and understand. So this thing, guys, I'm telling you right now, is ready to go. And we hope you are. Mandy, I'm going to give it back to you if you've got a couple closing comments, kid.
Absolutely. I mean, what I like is going back to the business perspective. You hear people join businesses and saying, well, yeah, I don't know how to build a team. I don't know how to do that. Or they've literally sold out on all their friends, family, and connections by joining businesses where, they've been high cost, high risk tickets, whereas this one is so affordable. That do you think that, if one of your friends comes on board and it's like, as Rick said, it's about $60, about £50, one time out of pocket, they save money on the booking engine, are they going to keep quiet? No, they're going to tell their friends and their family and other people, and even people that they meet probably at the hotel if they're enjoying a cocktail at happy hour or something like that. I know from traveling that the conversation of who did you book with, how much did you pay, that always comes up. So when it comes to introducing other people to your EDU Swarm business, well, this is a great talking point. This is something real, and it's going back to how we started this. Everyone has heard of the word travel. Everyone knows what travel is. And even for people who maybe they cannot afford to travel, well, you all know people who do travel. So why not introduce them to this amazing program? You've got a great education. You've got this great travel search engine. Get earning, and from your income, then you get your passport. You get out there as well. So with that, I want to thank everyone for joining us on this Saturday. It's great for you to be here with us. And I'll tie a bow on it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye for now.